who like rap, who play it in their trucks, they pickup trucks, but then they going to, you know what I'm saying, a Dixie thing. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
I know. So they play Gucci because it's black music, and he's hood, and it's that appeal. And so Gucci, he got a certified nigga card.
Yeah.
And if you listen to Gucci and you're a white person, you get black people.
Right.
You get hip hop.
Right.
Oh, I listen to Gucci, bro.
Yeah.
So then when you have that exchange, they go, well, I guess you are cool. It's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
And so once Gucci, those are Gucci's white fans. Gucci's white fans are those up off the whatever. Migos fans.
You know who else has a lot of that going on, and he makes radically different music than Gucci? Kendrick. Kendrick has some of that going on where if you're a non-black person you listen to a lot of Kendrick, then you can sort of feel as though you're a part of black culture in some kind of way because you like Kendrick.
Right.
There's a lot of that going on, man. Like I said, to bring that part back, to bring it back to what I said earlier about when I'm out and about in some of these social settings, man. When I go to some places and there's a lot of white people around and they play Kendrick songs, they know more of the words than black people. Like, they know this Kendrick stuff. They do. And I don't know whether they consciously are like, I like black culture, and so Kendrick is a part of that. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's something that they're doing consciously or if it's a subconscious thing where maybe they genuinely just do like Kendrick Lamar, and it just goes only that far.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
You know, of course, it's both.
Yeah.
And but what I was bringing up as far as mainstream, because I don't care. Kendrick is mainstream, but he ain't.
He is.
But he ain't. And I would argue that it's just when we talk about hip hop fans in echelons. Lamar's in an echelon where if you are white and you listen to Kendrick and genuinely appreciate it, then at that point, there is no point where there's somebody passing out a card because this person is on a level of thought where they're not trying to get one.
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm talking about are posers, people who claim they like hip hop music, but they just like the beats and whoever's hot. Posers. Those are the people who hop on bandwagons, and Gucci's got a ton of them right now.
Yeah.
Because there's people who like Gucci who don't like Gucci. But for Kendrick, it's harder for him to have bandwagoners because that's real art over there. People acclaim that, oh yeah, I listen to Kendrick, but I'm not speaking about them. I'm talking about people. If you know Kendrick word for word, then at that point you like his music. Because I don't even listen to it word for word.
Right. I don't know, man. Okay, well, I'll say this. To be fair, when I'm saying these things, these are songs that are being played at events, and so they're the radio singles and all of that. Right. So you're right. I'm not going to cast aspersions in that regard because you brought up a good point. If they know all the album cuts, then I got to give credit where credit is due. Right. When I observe what I observe, they know all the words to the radio songs, to the singles. So I get what you're saying there. But it's interesting that you even brought that up because I was going to kind of take this into a different direction. And I was going to, it's a different, I feel as though this needs to be asked. I'm compelled to ask this because I wonder, how do you think, because a lot of the objection that I have with stuff like with what Tyrese is doing and some of the Love and Hip Hop stuff and all of that, and the Black Ink Crew and some of these other reality shows and whatnot, just black programming in general, is I'm afraid that non-black people glean what it means to be black from this type of stuff. And so I wanted to ask you whether the Tyrese situation plays into that, because you can very well have people who don't know a lot of black people, who don't have a lot of black friends, who don't really associate with black people at all, who look at Tyrese on World Star and they say, look at these idiot black people on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is why you don't fuck with black people like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, do you think any of that is in play?
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, and it's happening, but the people who are gonna feel that way felt that way before Tyrese. And so what Tyrese is just the latest example that they just gonna feel some type of way about. But as far as how I feel about how he's representing, just me personally, bro, I stopped using the card of representation. And I can use this for name. I ain't gonna say no names, but there's been prominent figures who look like me that'll sell us out. So there's no degree to hold anybody to a high esteem just because they have the same complexion as mine. But I can't prevent a white person from saying there go another nigga when every celebrity that's been handpicked, because you gotta throw that in there. Every celebrity that's been handpicked has went through a protocol. And they have to be a certain type of individual. And they better be a nigga. And if they're not, they're a problem. They get marginalized. You either never hear from them again. The album never comes out. They get shelved. Blase, please. Blah, blah, blah. And so, but when you play your cards right, you are in 4 or 5 Fast and Furious movies. See what I'm saying? It's not, Tyrese ain't, now he is because he's become part of the brand. But, you know, initially, it was this thing where, hey, because they tried Bow Wow out for Tokyo Drift. That didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but the whole thing is, you gotta be this guy. You gotta do it, man. You gotta play this role. And so, Tyrese or anybody of color, and they had to play some type of role. And I gauge it upon their level of what people call cooning.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's out here acting a damn fool like that, then of course he ought. If there is a card that I'm holding for the motherfucker, like I did for Tyrese, it's not that I'm throwing it out. It's just that, goddamn, bro, you do look stupid out there. But I'm not ashamed for him. I don't walk around saying, yeah, because, not to say that you did, but I don't walk around feeling more ashamed for my people because Tyrese is acting like a jackass.
Right, but see, I don't feel that shame.
Right.
It's whether other people look at Tyrese and sort of impress upon a whole entire group of people that type of behavior.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that
you got to think that some of that is going on. Like, if you are someone who watches a lot of television, come on, man. Like, you got some of these shows where a lot of people who look like us are just on in front of a camera acting stupid.
Yeah.
And you have to wonder whether that is having an impact on the perception of the larger group of people.
Since you phrase it that way, absolutely. Even our own.
Yeah.
And so now our boys, again, 10, 11, 12, they don't have any perception of reality. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So they're watching all of this and learning how to behave. And so there could be a kid who's already on the fringe, who already don't know how to deal with his emotions because of personal problems. But now that he sees that celebrities do this, they get on camera and break down, you're going to see more of this. Because, again, this is about emulation. This is about setting the trends and the standards for humanity. And one thing that these celebrities are doing is they're setting standards and codes and ethics on how to behave.
Yeah, they are.
And whether it's proper or improper, these things are going to carry on.
Yeah.
Now that they're introducing them.
Yeah.
And so, but I just say that, of course, absolutely it's having a thing. But if they had more people on television who had a center about themselves, a backbone, who spoke not just for black people, who just spoke on
what is reasonable and logical,
and made sense.
Yeah.
But they did that enough, where it was a strong enough balance, then we wouldn't be having discussions like this, because there would be more or less people that would understand the world better because there's a healthier dialogue.
I get you. But see, the cynic in me says that the reason why that balance doesn't exist is because no one wants it.
And the realist in me says it's because of people like Harvey Weinstein. And it's not just a man with too much power. It's a man with an agenda with power. And there's a way. They've already got this down to a science. If you break down a person, just like the military, if you break down a person by either sexual acts or whatever, however they choose to break people down, then they become your slave, your servant.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the reason why the balance doesn't exist is because people don't want to be immersed in logical, reasonable content. People want to see sensationalized. They want to see sensationalism, and that's what they want. These people with these agendas, they have agendas. I agree with you. They have agendas to put out the type of stuff that they want to put out to control people. I agree with that. But their agenda is made very, very easy to fulfill because we're complicit. We want it, like something like what we're doing right now. If there was enough of a groundswell for that on a huge national level, we'd see stuff like what we're doing on TV more. Yeah. We don't see that on TV more because that groundswell doesn't exist. It exists on the internet. That's why you see a lot of it on the internet. We don't see that much of it on TV.
But it's not because people don't want it.
I don't know that people want it.
Well, people don't want Janelle Hill, and they don't want what's his name.
Yeah, because that's TV. Cornball TV. So, but those two people are the people whom you just described.
Who's that?
Jamel, you talking about Jamel Hill?